Hey, that's me. Folks, welcome to Blaseball Sunday, your weekly recap show of all the happenings here in Blaseball. I am your host, Joey T. Badger. So happy to have you here. Before we begin, chat, say hi to yourself. Say hi, chat. We're so happy to have you here to recap this show. Can you imagine that music now slowly dying down as we had a great transition? And there we go. Now, chat, feel free. This show is for you and for all of us to recap because Blaseball is a lot. Feel free to ask questions during this show. This is a PG program, so please keep it respectful to Blaseball, the community, and each other. But we want to make sure we can answer as many questions as possible. So either in the chat we'll answer or we'll answer it on air. We have a set agenda. We'll be going through the things of the week. We will not dive completely into all the aspects of the election. We'll hit some of the highlights. So this is not a recap show for the election. That's what the Blaseball WSHU does. And they do a good job. Again, thank you, Dr. J, for the raid and kind words. Also, thank you to Blaseball News Network, Blaseball.news, your source for everything Blaseball news. This is the entity putting this program on, for some reason still believing in me to host. Happy that I am here. Blaseball.news for your power rankings and everything written. And I'm so excited to have you all here. And with that, we actually have the editor-in-chief. It's not just me. It's not just me versus Blaseball, because that is one side of Blaseball is too much. So I got three of the coolest people in the business. Number one, you might know her as the editor-in-chief of Blaseball News Network, one of the coolest people around. Wears so many hats it stacks up to the ceiling. It's Kat. Kat, hi. Everyone
Hey,
say
everybody.
hi, Kat.
Hi, chat.
Kat, it's been forever since we had you on the program.
It's been a minute. Yeah,
miss you so much.
I have gotten a little busy in the meantime.
Oh, yeah? Hold on, gotten Kat, you're really good at collecting everything.
A little bit, but it's okay.
So you are the new editor-in-chief. Thank you so much,
Yep.
because the only thing better than art is creating art at scale, and Blaseball News' mission is to allow people to create written art and everything else. So thank you for helping with that huge mission to celebrate the community and make people and inspire people. It's amazing. So thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to know, what other stuff do you do in Blaseball? Because I've lost track.
I am also in the Sibber College of Augury.
The what?
And I am a rep for the flowers. And I'm also a custodian on main chord.
You're a custodian? I didn't know that.
I'm
not surprised, but
yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, Ale. I see you all. Hi, Benji. Hello, everyone. I think M was there. Marissa, everyone whose names I don't remember by name necessarily. Hi, love you all.
Yeah, you are loved and you are appreciated. Well, thank you for being here for your first inaugural Blaseball Sunday as editor-in-chief. So Thank you very much. We got two more guests, so Kat and Chat, help us welcome. You might know him as the data efreet of the Society for Internet Blaseball Research, always in the chat to provide some great stats. It is IfBiff. Hi, IfBiff.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back to the program.
Thank you. You know, it's always an honor and a pleasure. I enjoy myself being here.
So I have a question. You are one of the data folks over in the Society for Internet Blaseball Research, SIBR. How do you pronounce it?
Those nerds over there.
There you go. That's a good one. And IfBiff starts with a comedy point. Good job, IfBiff. The actual pronunciation is right there.
Of course.
Now, we have some crazy stats. Can you tease us? What are some stats we'll be talking about today?
Joey, I'm still coming back from being a negative, a positive, and in a thing. So home games and hype, I think, is the main stat that I'm going to hit you with hard today.
I can't wait. Num.
We'll see.
I'm sure I will not understand it, not because I'm sure your explanation will be great, but because Blaseball is a lot and breaks your mind and is non-Euclidean. But thank you, IfBiff, for being here. Now, Kat and IfBiff in chat, help us welcome one of the coolest people setting up to do something behind the scenes. We might have to shout to wake him up. He's the voice of the Hades Tigers. It's the Commander Rod! Rod, wake up!
Rod!
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you there, guys. How's it going?
Oh, hi. Didn't
Good
see you come
morning.
in.
Oh, sorry, we
Rod
woke you
literally
up to come into
sleeping
your
in-
room to
sleeping
bring
in
you
baseball.
onto a talk show.
What? I mean, it's just another Sunday. Wake up at 4:10 p.m. here in Brazil time and go straight into a talk show. You know how it goes.
What a life! There's a roll into a talk show. That intro comedy point for that. Commander Rod,
Please imagine an alarm clock.
please imagine. Yep, comedy point there. That was.
Just gotta drink some coffee.
Well, double
Don't
Double
think that's how they work.
handing. Oh, Kermit has a drink, of course.
Kermit.
Rod, so happy to have you here. How were your Hades Tigers this season?
Joey, you have to start with the questions that make me cry, don't you?
We gotta get them out of the way early because Blaseball will make us cry. Crying is redacted in Blaseball, but it's always allowed here because feelings are all valid.
That is true. My poor Tigers. We were kittens this entire season. We didn't do very well, but I'm proud of everyone that gave it their all. We never look back. We don't look back at the season. So me being in a recap it's blasphemous. So I hope you enjoy my continuous blasphemy throughout this entire recap.
That's why you're here, Rod. Well, if Rod Cat, thank you so much for being here. Let's just dive right in, shall we? Our agenda is as follows. We're going to take a look at what the heck happened in the playoffs. We're going to recap season 19, then take a look at the elections. So in the now, so not looking back, we're looking at what just happened and then looking forward to season number 20. Actually, before we do that, two big announcements. Blaseball is off next week. It was scheduled for season 20, but the game ban wisely is taking off next week and the 2 weeks afterwards. To get ready for what is happening back there, Kat?
Dan was moving my green screen, but I didn't realize he was there, so I just saw the green
Hi,
screen
Dan.
just moving
Hi, Dan.
behind
Hi,
me.
Dad. I
Everyone
thought
say
that was
everyone
just
says
a
hi.
blue wall.
I had to fix it.
Dan had to
Thank
fix
you,
it because
Dan.
apparently it was off center.
Kat, I thought that was just a blue wall, and now I realize it's a blue screen.
Didn't you watch me set it up
No.
earlier? Oh,
No,
were you
I
late
got
to
here
the
late.
call?
Kayfabe,
Oh, okay.
kayfabe.
He was sleeping. He was canonically
I was
sleeping.
asleep.
Oh,
Hi,
that's
Dan.
right. That you were asleep. I forgot.
Yes. I would just like to say that for all of us who feel that season 19 was a lot, just note that the game band agrees with you so much that
Yes.
that they need to take a break on this, and well earned and well deserved.
Well, one of the developers in a DM assured me it wouldn't be no season 11, and they were wrong. Once polarity hit, that was it. That was all off the
I'm gonna posit that this was way wilder than season 11.
Oh,
like
definitely.
maybe like the scale, relatively speaking, from season 10 to season 11 versus 18 to 19 was comparable, but this was it's only proportionally. So like this was way more weird.
It was a lot. It was maximum Blaseball.
It was unmaximum.
It's season 11 2.
There it is.
Say.
I love it. So we will be off next week, so stay tuned for that. Again, we'll be kind to your local game band member because they go through a lot. And but great news for the game band was securing actual funding for Blaseball. Looks like Blaseball's stuck around for long term, so I'm not sure we talked about that before, but I feel re-energized hearing that, and I can't wait for you all to see what you all make and what happens with our great game. All right.
Yeah, it's definitely great that they have funding now and they can actually, pay their community management people, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, hats off to the game band. Now, let's talk about what happened in the playoffs. What a wild playoffs. If you mentioned unwins and whatnot, what was special about our crop of people in the playoffs this season?
Well, let's just hit the main point running right now, which is that once day one started, hello kitten. Ah! I'm being upstaged.
Oh, cat has a cat.
Where's mine? Mine's asleep.
No,
Anyway.
as they are. What a good kitty.
We all knew that the unwin term was coming. We all had a pretty good idea of the language what unwins meant. Some of us hoped and feared that it would be a little differently than it was, but no, it was pretty much as we expected, that anybody who won a game in a traditional manner, in fact, got -1 to their win pile, which many Blaseball people recognize. The pile of wins and the number of wins is not necessarily the same as your win-loss record.
Yes.
So, to our horror, the teams
isn't it non-loss record?
A traditional win. I actually don't know if we still have. Do we still have the rule
a lowercase win? A lowercase win is a non-loss.
Right. A non-loss.
An uppercase win is a win.
Which is at the beginning anyway, because this rule's going to get broken too. At the beginning, the team that scored more runs at the end of the game was credited with a unwin, and they went down to -1 in that wins pile. If I remember correctly, the Wild Wings started off with the best. I think they started off with at least 10
losses in a row.
Mm-hmm. So for a while there, they were far and away leading the league with 0 wins. The worst,
which was the best.
was at the beginning, I believe, was the Atlanta Georges, who had -6 unwins. That was pretty much how we expected it to go. We also knew, based on the language, that it said it was happening in the regular season, which meant to everyone's expectation that the worst teams were going to start playing quote unquote traditional baseball come the playoffs. So the teams that came in might have been the good worst teams for the teams, but they were the ones playing for the best at the end.
Okay, I wrote everything down and I think I got it.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Hold on, let me highlight you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Win,
okay.
baseball, sexy. Does that say sexy?
It says
say. It's yes backwards.
Oh,
it's
okay.
yes backwards.
Ah, yes.
We got it. We did it.
I'm glad we got there. We solved it. Yeah, we got it. Are you sure you're not in the Society for Internet Baseball research, Rod? Because
that's some quality research right there, Rod. Just quickly for Jessen, for me anyway, good is performing bad but having a good result, and bad is performing good but having a bad result.
Yeah. Now, Kat, we had so an interesting crop of folks in the playoffs. Though these were the worst teams, or they're the worst performing, but the top teams,
okayest teams in baseball.
The okayest, yeah. And we also had the wild card come in because the 2 teams are drawn. How'd the wild card shake out?
So there were expectations at the beginning of the season. Going in about what the wild cards would look like, considering that it would be picked out of the strongest teams in baseball rather than the weakest teams in baseball. The expectation was that the wild cards would sweep the 4th seed team easily,
which is very reasonable.
Which is completely reasonable based on everything that we knew about this season. Except for hype.
I was going to say that everything we knew did not include something we did not know, which turned out to be
everything we knew that we knew.
What
would have said?
And is that bad good, or is that?
And there were
bad?
things that we knew that we didn't know, that could have had an effect, and then we didn't necessarily consider the effect of the things that we knew that we didn't know.
It's no per no, knowledge per no.
Hi, I'm Commander Rod. You might be confused about what's going on right now. Me too.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you.
I just want you to know that this is just how my brain works. My brain just does mental transformations just all blooming day.
Oh boy, yeah. So, and what happened? What happened to those wildcard teams?
What happened is those wildcard teams had to play 2 away games, to get through the wildcard round, and were promptly stomped into the dirt by the 4th seeds when they were the home teams.
Now, I believe it was the Firefighters and the
Fridays.
Fridays, right?
Fridays.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two great teams. Two amazing,
Two fantastic teams.
untopping their leagues. Both in a normal season would be playoff contenders, and they got stomped. Woof.
All 6
Indeed.
of those games went to the home team.
It's crazy, and we have to talk about it now. I have it scheduled for later on, but if Biff, why are home teams so strong?
Oh
It's
yes.
all about the hype train, Joey. It's the hype.
Two.
Let me
I'm
bring
glad
this
that
in.
we had the same.
Yeah, what else can you do, baby?
The,
Hype train, which
Can we
was
bring this
passed.
on up? 'Cause we know
Hype
we're
train,
talking
which
about
was
this guy right
passed
now.
last season.
right.
We didn't know exactly what it would do, but here's a great graph made by IfBiff on the percentages of wins versus home versus road wins. If you want to take us through this,
let's start by doing the numbers and then maybe get a little bit into the explanations here. So you can see in lovely lift versus garage's colors there. By the way.
good job, good
Yes, thank you,
work.
thank you.
Style point.
We fluctuated pretty evenly between 48, 50, 52, 53.6. It looks to be the highest percentage for a home team before. One of
The
the
top
few
of this
things
graph
about
is 70%, by the way, not 100. I got
yes,
confused
the
about
top,
that the first
I
time
had
I
to
read
cut
it.
off the bottoms and the tops here because it's
Yeah.
so blatant as a difference.
Yeah.
Where was? Oh,
Sorry.
It's okay. Your brain does all those things. My brain goes woo. Again, to go to difference between a sport and a sport in quote unquote real life baseball, home field advantages are the thing. And for a long time, it wasn't the thing at all in baseball. And stadiums started to help that as teams molded those stadiums in their images. But this season, those stadiums gained hype. And as you can see, the hype is real. Home games were won 65.26% of the time in the regular season. The finals, the playoffs rather in itself, 26 out of 33 were the home teams. So, hype. The Georges were probably the best example of what happens with hype. The Georges set a nice little record in shaming the Spies for the first 4 consecutive games in a row to open this season. Every time you shame a team or win a game at home, you gained hype into your field a lot. Anytime you played a game at home, regardless of the results, you lost a little bit down. But that hype really, really propelled teams to a big start. The Georges rode that wave for, I'd say, 2 solid weeks of baseball at least before coming down to the level that they played normally. Particularly as we're trying to talk about the postseason here, hype helped that lift. The Lift were the only team that won multiple road games. They were the only team that went into those postseason with major hype. They were far and away the biggest number. They were over 100% hype. And as a result, I'm sorry, Joey, to say this, but they took Game 5 on the road against the Flowers. That's for Joey Sanders.
Oh, that's not me.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
And then they took Game 5 on the road against the Garages by the same pitcher who also I'm sorry, Joey, pitched a perfect game in Boston. Mr. Cool Name Galvanic, who also, by the way, still gets a perfect game, but actually did not even get a shutout thanks to Boston Flowers' home field advantage. Thank you, Blaseball.
Thank you, Blake.
That was the second time that happened to us this season, by the way. That was the second time that we had a perfecto against us, but we had home field advantage.
Oh, really? I missed that one.
Yeah,
Nice.
the first one was by Yummy Elliott.
Of course.
I mean, it's not surprised that Galvanic did it.
Why? Galvanic's not the best.
He's clutch.
Well, here's the thing.
Hey, clutch.
Here's the thing.
Clutch.
Galvanic is
don't-
canonically clutch.
Yes.
Canonically.
And they play insanely above their star rating. It's not even funny how well they play. The second I saw Galvanic
if we can talk MLB without saying the name of said cursed sport, if we can talk a different league, this is what percentages look like since 2007 for home versus away teams. Since someone in chat asked.
I was curious too. I was looking it up. So it looks like whoever the New York Yankees are, whatever team they are, 62% win rate at home. Wow.
Yes.
LA Dodgers, 68.
Honestly, none of that actually surprises me.
Yeah, wow. Boston, 57.
I do
Okay.
know in that other quote unquote sport that percentage average around 50% overall. It was the higher end of our beloved sport, but not as even there. Those were just the more extreme teams in that particular scenario.
Thank you. You are cutting in and out a little bit, if just a heads up.
Also, your camera dropped.
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, your camera
Oh,
dropped.
crap.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
And we're back. Yeah, so that 63% if kind of matches not even the most extreme in this whatever non-L baseball thing does not even come close to the average this season, which is bonkers. What a shift. Amazing stuff.
So that was that was the effect that we did not know what it would do to the sport, and it definitely did.
Yep. Oh, it did. It did to Blaseball. Blaseball was done did.
Yes, done did.
Done did. And well, again, I don't think we've done this, but congratulations, Lift, earning their championship against this grain, against the trend of the home team wins that during the Wild League Series into Flowers, it was back and forth, home and home, went to Boston, won handily in game 5. Then the same thing, the Garages, back and forth. Garages leading it 2-1 in the series, them winning 2 games in a row, winning game 5 at Seattle. Amazing stuff, and just dominated both Seattle and Boston in those games. So, Lift.
Yeah, very
Lift
well
good.
done, Lift.
And
Those kids got swole.
Yeah.
And kudos to the Garages as well. I know they wish they could avoid plot, but they don't. I know they try to expand the band, and then they don't.
Garages got their 4th pendant, so that's nothing to sneeze at all.
Garages?
I was so excited.
Yeah, they got their 4th pendant.
Yeah, the Garages have actually been in the finals 4 different times now.
Oh, the mildly pennant.
That's what a pennant is. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Versus a ring.
In the finals. Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
There's a difference between a pennant and a ring.
Yeah, they can have their little triangle that we came in second.
Right. It does evoke again.
We were there.
It evokes certain teams of certain other sports that we won't get into here.
And we won't. So that's really the playoffs in a nutshell. Again, congratulations, Lift, and it was fun. It was fun. I would say the playoffs was fun. It was a little, I wouldn't say annoying. It took out some of the guesswork of just assuming the home team was going to win, but at least the Lift won in very interesting fashion in their games. So I enjoyed it. I think it was a good time.
I think my favorite part of the finals was in the 9th inning with 2 outs on the board when the Lift got the Garages to fax out their pitcher that they were trying to get rid of and bring back the one that they actually wanted.
Terrell Bradley made it through 8 2/3 innings until he unfortunately gave up that run.
So yeah.
And,
literally one out left in the 9th inning.
Nolan Stovey came in for that cleanup. Technically has a 0 ERA for the season with that 1 out. Good job.
I mean, that's funny that you mentioned that, Kat, because that's like the second time that something happens to the Lift at the last possible second. Because the last time something like that happened, I was commenting for the Lift.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt
Quitter got staticked at the last possible
that's
moment.
Right. No, that was
sad. That was awful. Ugh.
That was day 99, I believe.
Yes.
It was the last possible moment for the Lift.
Because I remember, because that was with Violet. That was with the Flowers, Wyatt Mason. 6, Violet.
Right.
Great name.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was casting that game.
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh no, you have to do it on air. Oh, you poor thing.
I had to do it on air.
Time for the Lift and for the league.
Yeah.
Somebody, I forget who it was, but someone apparently was the person who went and told Fancy Mancer that Quitter got staticked, and they said, I felt like a doctor telling a father that his kid didn't make it.
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah, Fancy was the first person I thought of as well.
me
Yeah.
too. However, Quitter has not been incinerated. They just
Correct.
went into static.
No, they're just static.
It's static.
Right. As
That's
with everything in
plot.
baseball, time is
That's
a flat
plot.
circle. There's always hope.
Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me try to. It's a great new feature which I just figured out during the playoffs. This little search icon thing where you can look for.
Yes.
I believe she'll still be there. There you
Yeah.
go.
Quitter don't
Yeah.
quit.
But don't quit.
Quit or don't quit.
Yeah,
Still on the lift.
Yeah.
Static. Dot dot dot.
Dot. So the flippers, the honey roasted.
Ellipses.
Have they always been this not good?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still
be
winners in
blunt,
our heart.
Some of the highest protagonist players in the league were also some of the league's worst. It just
Yeah.
why you love them, right?
Yeah.
That was
I mean-
discipline era, at least.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Expansion
who was the
era,
player-
it's more about
Who was the player that came back from the Hall of Fame just now?
Pudge.
Oh, yeah.
Naka.
Pudge
Yeah,
Would be
Nakamoto.
Pudge.
Nakamoto.
we're
Yeah,
just
Pudge
now going
Nakamoto
from
roamed
my
from the
list.
hall.
Yeah, we've now
It
gone
was
from our list to
it's the
moving back
equivalent
to
of,
moving
like-
forward.
It's the equivalent of Pudge just being there, so like, let's blow this popsicle stand and just
Yeah.
leave.
It's like, oh, door's open.
I don't want to be
Alright.
dead anymore. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
look at his body. Great. Looks like my old one.
Pudge,
Yeah.
Pudge is the original roamer. He was the first player to be revoked by those breath mints.
Mm. And then
See,
now they're back.
remember, everybody, if somebody tells you you have to be in the Hall of Fame, just say no. They legally can't keep you there.
Yeah.
If you're in the Hall of Flame for 15 minutes and the monitor's not there, you can leave.
You did
I
your
mean, he's
time.
not monitoring you, so you can just
Yeah,
leave.
every week or so he gets a new title, so he's kind of busy. He's competing with Cat for titles.
Yeah. Honestly, tied up right now. Hall monitor cat, just doing so many different things, and we.
I guess
appreciate
it
them.
depends on how you count the Hall monitor's titles.
Yes,
'cause-
Cat. If we have any wonderful, talented artists out there, picture of Cat with tentacles doing a million things. I'd love to see it. Thank you.
Also, phrasing. Please give it PG. Oh my goodness.
That too.
If I may
Anyways,
for 1 second, can somebody please?
We are so off the
take-
rails.
I'm very sorry. I'm about to make it way more off the rails, but it's just 1 second. Can somebody please take like an art interpretation of Pudge Nakamoto and just put their face on Lil Nas X coming down from the pole?
With the
Yeah, that.
anyways, okay.
Chat. So you can
Unwin.
see, chat. We're kind of punchy too after the season.
It is 3:30 in the afternoon. I am like 95% sober. I don't understand what is going on.
Joey, get us back. Bring us back, Joey.
All right. So one of the biggest
Let's
things
talk
this
about
year,
the election.
yeah, a couple more
Oh,
things
there
about the
you go.
regular season. We had more gifts. Again, one of my favorite mechanics here in Blaseball is teams
Oh,
donating
yes.
money to give gifts to other teams. Love that mechanic. That's where I like to spend most of my money on. It's just like, here, teams, have nice things if you want nice things.
Yeah, and then Sibber went and messed with that too.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
you want to talk about that? If what the heck did Sibber
Let's talk
do?
about that a little. So,
Also,
gifts.
who are the data witches?
Yes, gifts were again one of the more lovely and balanced and equal things that happened in the league recently. And the mechanic works that you, as a fan of a team, can go ahead and donate money specifically to another team as a member of your team and say, "Here is some coins from Team X," and go buy yourself something nice.
Mhm.
Don't spend it all in one place.
And we do have publicly a fair amount of the information for gifts in comparison to some of the other things. So we can see, thanks to the site itself, how many gifts each team has, what their top ranked selections are, what percentage they are to the next gift, and all and things of that nature. So everybody kind of knew going into day 72 for late siesta how many gifts the teams were expecting. However, when I say you can be a gift from a team,
Mhm.
one of the little side benefits of that search that Joey just used is that you can find teams from the coffee cup. And one of the teams, if I may, the Society Data Witches were honored to be a team as a member of, there it is, the coffee cup. And several Sibber members
Several Sibbers.
attempted to attest. Sibberai? Attempted to do an experiment. Game Band has publicly said they were aware of it. They didn't have a problem with it, which is very important for folks who might be upset by this, by the way, out there, that we had accounts and players who decided to become fans once again of the Society Data Witches and donate gifts that way. We wanted to see the Data Witches be one of the teams that were listed as one of the top giving teams to some of the other teams. We just thought it would be a cool little thing.
Were they?
They were not. Even though the money was counted by the numbers there. So several teams were listed as getting their third gift with a couple % bonus and things like that. So the money for those gifts were counted in that manner. But when it came time to actually count the money for the gifts and see who the top teams were, it did not quite work. Again, I'm paraphrasing, and I don't mean to speak for Game Band, but I believe their comment was they were aware that this was happening. They were fine with this was happening. They expected it to work. It did not.
Well,
So teams that were expecting 3 gifts with maybe 3% overflow ended up with 2. I believe 14 gifts in all were affected. So for those of you looking at these elections and wondering why the monitor is saying, "Oop, sorry again," and giving a couple free gifts for next season, those are those teams that were scheduled to get the gifts from the society money.
Oh, thank you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of nice. That's
You
where
are
they
getting
came from.
gifts. You're getting them a season late. Congratulations.
But you're still getting it.
Yeah.
For a second, I was about to be like, so you're telling me that the coin stole your money?
Right. You would think that would be traditional coin boss behavior, but no. Monitor's got our back as always.
Okay. Because I was about to be like, hey, can we do another court of law in the baseball?
No, not
Sins would
I
kill
don't care
all of
if we're in
us.
square situations. It is not season 24. We do not mention lawsuits.
Yeah, no lawsuits here.
All right, fine.
But
Just
Rod,
call me when you do.
But Rod, if you have the sound effect up, please play it.
I don't.
Oh, boo!
Ah,
I lost it. I'm sorry. I can put this one though.
Thank you, thank you, Wilhelm.
That goes very well.
Our friends in the chat as well pointing out something that's absolutely bonkers that happened with Kelvin drum solo for the core mechanics.
that was fun.
This
Oh,
season.
yes.
Kat-
Natural repeating.
Yeah, Kat, do you want to talk about what the heck happened with Kelvin?
Yeah. So I don't know if this term is used anywhere like officially, but there is something in Blaseball that can happen sometimes, which is natural repeating, which is a player who isn't repeating like Don Mitchell, but is on a lineup of 4 or fewer players, where there can be copies of the same player just going through the lineup.
Play must continue.
Play must continue. In this particular game, the core mechanics had one batter for the entire game. First it was Gia, and then Kelvin came back, and then Gia Holbrook went to elsewhere, and it was just Kelvin drum solo.
Kelvin, I believe, actually soloed 3.5 games.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. Immediately jumped up to the top of the idle board, or at least very high on the idle board for a very short period of time.
Unsurprisingly, Kelvin broke several single game batter records for plate appearances, at bats, hits, RBIs.
I think he said he hit for the cycle 3 times and was 1 triple short of a 4th.
Correct.
In those 3 games.
But he actually did not break the single game home run record of all things, oddly enough. That was broken this season elsewhere.
Elsewhere?
Damn.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
please
not
phrasing, please.
not
Elsewhere is a thing.
by another player who was not elsewhere. But yes, just to pop that in, yes, all those players were elsewhere. Gia started one game as elsewhere. Solo came back. Drum solo came back. Gia went bye-bye, and Kelvin got 3 full games doing that.
As Grash in chat says, it's probably more accurate to think of the runners on base as pinch runners, but it's more fun to think of the game creating copies of each player because play must continue.
Yes, both those statements in chat. Grash saying that they were ghost runners. Any of us who played kickball or stickball as kids and things know all about ghost runners on those various bases. And also, I will give Benji points there for pointing out that it was Slosh Truck of the Georges who hit those 5 home runs in a game this season.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that
Wow.
stat point. There you
Indeed.
go. I did it. Okay, here we are. Yeah. For Kelvin Drum Solo, was it a self grand slam or was it like a 3-1 home run?
It was a it was a bases loaded 3 RBI triple.
Yes, he actually did not get a grand slam. He did fill the bases more than once, being
With
the second
himself.
player to ever do that. Summers
He
Pony
did get a
actually-
grand slam with bees on base.
Correct.
Oh,
Both of
okay.
these things are true, yes. Summers Pony loaded the bases once before, but she did not bring herself in. Kelvin is the first player to drive in multiple versions of themselves with their same at-bat. But the self-grand slam still eludes us.
Well, you know what? I'll take it. Absolutely bonkers. That's what a big Blaseballian thing that happened.
I'd wager that the self grand slam would be Blaseball worthy.
Oh, definitely.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
do wonder
again,
what Black Balls we have that we have not found yet.
yeah,
Have
and
not
again,
figured
also-
out the trigger for.
I'm sorry, I was going to say Benji with another great point there. Of
Yeah.
all the players for it to happen, of course, it had to be Drum Solo.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was just
course.
poetic justice.
The Sim is the best writer we know.
Yeah.
Kelvin just straight up went Led Zeppelin's Moby Dick. He just started they just started playing that song and they just stayed there.
Yeah. It was great. It was good. It was good music. He was like, "Oh, just someone playing drums for a long time. That sounds bad, but no, that's good. That's great."
Yes, but he also created the longest and second longest 9-inning games for any teams because in between every single at bat, we had to wait 4 seconds times 8 for the is elsewhere messages every time.
I didn't know
God.
that. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
funny.
All right, so between every at bat was a 32-second list of the players who were elsewhere.
Oh boy. All right. Well, that's Blaseballian. And that really does it for the regular season. So for
Do we want to real
probably.
quick talk about like negatives and undertakers
oh
and
sure,
seekers?
Kat.
Oh, negatives.
Yeah, Kat, tell us about that, please.
Well, we have some the reading this Earl Siesta.
Oh yeah, the new god, basically. Yeah.
So the tarot reading was canceled by the coin.
Mm-hmm.
Was that in the season 18 election, post-election cutscene, pre-election cutscene, whatever, was canceled by the coin. The reader didn't like that. The reader wanted to do the reading because that's what the reader does.
Mm-hmm.
And so did the reading anyway at Earl Siesta
Did a
and
couple of
pulled
Did more than one.
24 cards, did 8 readings for 24 cards. And every team got their card pulled. And every team got either an Undertaker, a Seeker, or an uncertain player.
Mm-hmm.
The uncertain player, I believe the thing was that they come back and they're like adjusted a certain percentage.
If an uncertain player returns from elsewhere, they get a reroll of their stats basically between a negative and positive vibe. It happened once before this reading, even for Pitching Machine, while they were a Worms batter.
Yeah, so uncertain we had seen before, I think, or at least some
Yeah.
variation of the same mod.
And we actually did have one Undertaker from an election thing, but it had not triggered at that time, I believe. We didn't know what it would do.
Mm-hmm.
The Undertaker was from the 2018, the election.
Time is the flat circle.
the
You're not wrong,
election
Kat. You're not wrong.
18 The election 18 No, season 18 election.
There you go.
The firefighters had a player, Justice Spoon, who was flipped over in the reading that Earl Siesta. And they became a negative. And then that's when the purple Trust Me popped up as one of the wills. So the firefighters voted to trust Justice Spoon, and who then became an Undertaker from that alt trust. I don't know if we've seen what they do, but they develop a character, a negative.
They develop
when
negative. Yes.
That's a sentence.
They develop a negative when they go into the elsewhere.
Hey, Rod. Psst. Hey, let's do an aside. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
What's a negative? What does this mean? Do you understand what's happening?
Well, you see Joey.
No. Okay. Yeah. And we're back.
You see Joey. Imagine a thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of blueberries.
A thing.
I don't have a blueberries. Imagine a thing.
Okay.
Here's a thing.
Okay.
Now
I'm imagining a pom-pom hat. A Boston Flowers hat. Okay, I'm in.
Boston Flowers pom-pom beanie. Now imagine.
Hold on, Rod. What is that? Is that beard oil?
No, it's propolis. It's honey propolis.
What's a propolis?
It's.
I'm so
really
confused.
good.
Everyone's holding up different things.
I was told to get a thing.
So now you have a thing.
Okay. I should get a thing.
Hold on, I'll get another thing. This one, if Biff will like this thing.
Okay.
We're off the rails. All right, I got my Blaseball News Network mug.
Okay.
Now
I
you
have
take this
Lego
thing,
Mini, by the way.
And it has heft to it.
Yep.
It
has
has
some density.
stuff to it. Now imagine if the stuff in this thing was unstuff.
Hey, Rod. Hey, Rod.
Yeah. What's up?
What's unstuff?
I think it's like when you take Kermit, you like turn him inside out.
Oh, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Unstuff is the outside of an Oreo.
All right, and we're back. Okay, yeah, that makes a complete sense, Kat. Thank you for that great explanation.
I definitely thought it was blood per cubic meter, but barrels per cubic meter probably makes more sense than blood per cubic meter.
Barrels?
BL?
Barrels of blood?
Yeah, barrels of blood.
Negative players are filled with helium, Joey. How's that?
Okay, so are you telling me that each player in each thing in the Blaseball universe has an E density, which is blood or barrels per cubic meter, and you're saying that negative players have negative E density or negative density?
Also,
why didn't you just say so?
Also, their souls are upside down.
Which makes sense.
Yes. Also, for a fun thing, their soul streams are upside down.
A quick, who do you have for a negative?
Justice Spoon. Oh no, Justice Spoon's the Undertaker. Who's the negatives? Chat.
There's a whole bunch of negatives.
Chat, if you're usually the one who knows everything.
No, I got a thing. I got a search by modification thing.
Oh wow.
That's why I have this window open. Search by modification negative.
Jessica. Yes, there you go. Good choice.
Who? Jessica.
Jalen Hot Dog Fingers. I just remembered.
I know Jalen Hot Dog
all
Fingers.
trusted.
Well,
yeah, that was weird.
A little spoiler type thing.
Yeah, why was Hot Dog Fingers alt trusted? Also,
well, it was not intentionally.
Yeah, the whimmed. All right.
Anyway.
All right. Well, I guess they're good on
going
defense.
Going forward from that.
Right.
All right.
So they are technically lighter than air, immateria.
Immateria.
They're helping their team be more buoyant.
Fun.
And they have an upside down soul screen.
That's cool.
Wait, so if E density is basically blood, how come players have different blood types and they're all the same type of density? How do you explain that?
Kermit,
well, they're not all the same type of density.
Here, come on.
No, okay, no, I get that, but is there like a mathematical function that connects blood type with density rate and all those math
type?
words?
No. Please destroy your concept.
Blood types.
Please destroy your concept of blood. I'm sorry, Kermit. You know how much I love you.
No, hold on. I'm having. Listen, Rod is still here. You can't just change them. He's gonna be mad at me. Okay, that's better.
I have to say, I honestly, I wouldn't even use blood as one of those statements for the B instead of barrel. I would have theorized that it's for ball, but
Ball per
blood's everywhere.
cubic meter.
yeah, we're
blood-
how much
we're
balls?
so
Blood is everywhere. Every time like the commissioner posts something that says Blaseball, it's always a picture of a Blaseball with a drop of blood. It's blood. Sport is a blood sport. It's Blaseball's blood. Baseball. Let's just all agree. Brass tack. What, Kermit?
yeah. We don't want the last thing. We have enough stuff in this season. The last thing we want to do is go back down E-density path. Really, I think
or just Blaseball per meter. Maximum Goose, you're right. Actually, you're probably right.
You're also right because we do know that foul baseballs contribute to filthiness and E-density. But again, let's not.
Yeah, let's not. Okay. Anyways, thank you for explaining negatives. So E-density is a big thing. I have a wild speculation that if a team's E-density goes beneath 1 BL per cubic meter, that things are going to start rising. It's going to be cool.
I also had that theory on Twitter earlier this week, I think.
Well, you're probably right.
I also asked what was up. And I
Please
got
explain your concept of up and down.
Yeah, that
I
is
don't know what's up with you.
yeah, no, I got a lot of that. So yeah.
No.
That's how I feel. Anyways, let's talk about the election, shall we?
Sure.
Let's go through what the boss coin, not the boss of BNN, that's Cat. What
That's
did
me.
the boss coin say during the election? If I can find the election. There you go.
Also-
if you want to see what she said, you have to go to the feed.
Or I
Yes.
can go to the bottom.
There it is.
Oh, okay. If you want to read it, yeah, okay.
Why don't we all take turns reading it? So we'll start with Kermit, then go Cat, then if then me.
Sure.
Why don't we not?
We're so gone, Cat. Just ride it now.
Kermit, you want to start us off?
Kermit, please.
If Kat doesn't want to do it, I can do the whole thing.
Yeah, Kermit.
All right, sure, yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Special announcement. It's now clear to us Blaseball is deeply divided. We've recorded massive losses. The league is in the red. We've been forced to make a deal, a grand bargain. Inflation will keep us afloat. As we get things squared away. So have your fun. Stay positive. Win or lose, everybody wins.
This is why Kermit is getting the big bucks, folks.
Yeah, that was
Sure.
great. Wow.
It's
What
So
a performer.
Kermit's
Oh,
tired
Valley
after that
boot.
performance. Rod, you're back. Rod, you missed a great,
Welcome back, Rod.
performance
Hi, thanks.
by Kermit. So what does that mean? It feels like we're setting up for a season 20 finale, but maybe not as I expected to be a little more confrontational. But the boss felt like the boss gave up. He was like, whatever.
I do
as
think
long as
we
a god
are.
suplexes the other, I'm okay.
I do think we are approaching either the last act or the epilogue of the expansion era. I think that it is possible that the expansion era is going to end during or at the end of the next season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's my guess.
Treason?
Treason.
Definitely.
Treason.
Treason.
Three seasons.
Yeah,
Treason.
we're going,
On
and now we're
season.
going into a threesta.
Yes.
Got
All
it.
those things.
Three. Ugh. No Blaseball.
Yes.
Apparently,
I
we have
do
a
think
new
that the
thing.
coin boss is slipping their grip. I do think that they're trying to get out while they can. I personally have been calling that there's a major insurance fraud happening from day one.
Mhm.
The
Lots
first time-
of contractor issues.
The first time that the coin boss took her vacation, I think that might even have been the previous time I was here with you, Joey, and I theorized that you can almost see the cartoon suitcase with the dollar bills flying out as the coin boss took her vacation.
I mean, we
There's a lot of we
saw
and
the
us, yeah.
league. We saw the league falling apart even before we met the coin. like way back during the discipline era, when the bloodbath was canceled because of contractor issues. That
don't
was
trust those
probably.
contractors.
I think that it was probably the coin having some paying for the lowest bidder on construction, and then we had flooding when the ballparks started happening, and so that also was
Which the coin very much tried to
lowest
blame
bidder.
on us.
Right.
The fan
created crises. I
Right.
believe was her words.
Yeah, there's a lot of royal we and us in the coin speaking, where she's saying they're going to fix everything for we and for us and our. And I think that's some sneaky pronoun work on the coin's part there. The we in that case is nothing but the coin. For Benji there, for inflation, we just talked about our objects going negative and going up.
See, the theory that I like to subscribe to.
Yeah, go ahead, Rod. Go ahead, Rod.
We have to talk about
go ahead, Rod.
What the text is for the sun.
Go ahead, Rod.
Oh, did I step on a good joke?
No, I'm saying Rod has the floor.
I was just gonna say, I subscribe to the theory that like inflation is just them doing the cartoon thing where they just go, they just float up.
Well, if we're gonna be honest, the coin does a lot of double entendres with both financial terms and being afloat in an ocean terms. So inflation is perfect for that. Something about the coin economy exploding, possibly things are going to cost more going into the next seasons. It's possible that votes or snacks prices will go up.
Well, we also have had a
speculation.
decent power creep. We had a decent power creep on coin earning this season. I mean, folks, we are technically talking about the election where we can see how many votes were put in, and there was a lot of money made by a lot of fans this season with the fries, with credits and things like that. I would not be surprised if there was double the amount of votes purchased this season, even from last season overall. So there's a lot of inflation happening overall in general. We've also talked about inflated stats and inflated stars, attractors having extra stars and things like that. We talked in the past about even traditional, stat inflation happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the top two pitchers, which are phonetically known as a horse and a cactus, I think both have 8+ stars in pitching, which is insane because that is more stars in pitching than the entire Tacos lineup rotation had during the early seasons or just post or just pre-sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. So crazy stuff. So we'll see what inflation does. Really quickly, we're coming up on time. So let's take a look at the decrees and the tidings, because the tidings is a new header, which is fun. The decree that passed, there was two options to repeal all the crazy unwins, and is now the underachiever, which passed with 73% of the vote. I guess plot always wins.
Nobody wanted
basically. Blaseball fans clicked the purple button instead of the gold one.
Mm-hmm. Purple's a good color.
Purple's a really good color. It's
it's just me being stupid. Go, please.
That's the story of my life.
Incidentally, this purple is a purple that we have. I have realized now that this is a purple that we have seen previously in Blaseball during the coffee cup.
What? What?
I don't know what she's talking about.
But anyway.
What? No, what's happening? What's happening?
Don't worry about it.
No, tell me.
Is that the data which is purple?
We are going to have an under bracket in season 20, which is very exciting.
What's an under bracket?
And the under bracket is at the sorry, I'm just looking at chat.
Yeah.
It's very
The purple's
hard.
probably referring to the data which is for the Society of Internet Baseball Research. No inside jokes here. No inside baseball.
Is
What's
the
a
reader a
Blaseball?
data witch?
Go, Cat.
The under bracket. Every postseason, the bottom finishing teams will compete in the under bracket. It's going to be really cool because we're going to have 2 brackets probably.
Yeah, I wonder what happens
theory.
when a team
That's
wins
exciting.
an unchampionship.
Game theory is the reader of Data Witch? Are they part of Undertale?
Undertale? Oh God.
The exciting thing about the under bracket is it means that we'll get 2 champions every season, which means that we'll
I'm
get.
sorry, an unchampion.
It says under bracket, so
Yeah,
the
but
under bracket would have the under champion, which is different than an unchampion.
Okay, you're right.
Yes.
You're right. Oh, how could I be so?
Okay, let's go. Let's
I'm
go down to
right.
the next one. We get a pop math quiz coming.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love math.
Here we go. Go ahead. What is sun raised to the sun, or sun times sun? Sun
Right.
squared.
For those not aware, parentheses like that is usually power squared, things like that. So we do have sun squared, sun to the power of sun happening here. All wins and unwins will be squared. So here's your pop quiz, Joey.
Yeah. What's up?
Minus one time? What's minus 1 squared?
1.
There you go.
What's
So
1
is this
squared?
a nice sneaky way for us to get away from our unwins, because unwins will now effectively be wins. All wins, also note, please. So what that means for Sun 2 and Black Hole wins and how they will be squared.
That's I don't want to think about it. I don't want.
There could be games where a team gets 4 wins, or a team loses 2 wins.
Well, it depends on when the squaring happens, right?
It's true.
If it happens
It's entirely
cumulatively across the
possible.
game, you know, the famous tacos game where they hit Sun 2 3 times,
Yeah,
and then
it was
lost that
32 to
game.
3.
Right, lost that game. It might be that game in this squared weather could potentially be a net of +6.
I came to Blaseball to have my fun with the silly characters, and now there's PEMDAs.
Yes.
Oh, that's very good.
Come on.
I mean, I came to Blaseball, saw data, and immediately started doing all the numbers I could do. So yes, there's been PEMDAS in Blaseball for a while. Order of operations has been a big deal in Blaseball.
I'm just glad they do the math
Right.
for us.
If we ever get to any of the actual things that happen in this election, order of operations will come up.
Oh, yeah.
There are a couple things that happened here.
Yeah.
Here 14 free gifts. Here
I
you
love
go.
how every time we say this is going to be an hour, and it's never an hour, Joey.
Well,
we
we-
should
this one
schedule
was
it for an
really
hour and a
long.
half.
We're wrapping up.
you want to bet? You want to bet in this game? Solve this logarithm.
So as you were saying that these were the free gifts that we got. We're not diving into the wills too much. That's what Dr. J is for.
Yes.
That is true.
Thank
So,
you, Dr. J, for untangling what we just do not want to.
Yeah. If really quickly, where did these free gifts come from again?
This would be those coins that the Data Witches attempted to donate to these teams. These teams would have gotten an additional gift last season if those coins counted. So here you go.
Well, thank you for that.
Happy belated.
Happy belated, Crabs, Breath Mints, Magic et al. How about this? Rod, Cat, and Ifbiff. Your favorite will or one of the craziest wills that happened? Wills or blessings?
Oh, only one.
Jacob's back.
Jacob Haynes back for the Boston
Jacob
Flowers.
Haynes is back on the Boston Flowers. Jacob Haynes was our last season 1 lineup flower who had played every season actively for the Flowers. And that trade that happened last season was the first time that Jacob was not actively playing for the Flowers. So it was weird. So we decided.
Oops, so sorry. I was going to do that dumb bit where I cry.
We decided to get him back, and as you can see from the numbers, we did pretty well at focusing this time on what we were actually aiming to do for one of the wills.
Yeah.
Joey,
One for
scroll
just not bad.
down. We got one of the wills that we were focusing really hard on, and that's good for the flowers that
Yeah.
they weren't
Yes,
both.
good job,
focused.
Giles. Welcome back to Boston, Jacob. Rod, I'm gonna guess you're going to go for that Tigers one. Or you have something in mind?
No, actually,
Okay,
I did a stealth thing this season, and some people might be mad at me if I tell it.
Well, then don't.
Yeah, why would you tease it then? Unless you want to say it, Rod.
All right, fine. I will tell you my evil plan, Joey T. Badger.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows me and that follows my streams since back when I used to do For the Lift knows that I am a gigantic sucker for my himbo son, Lance. Last chance, last dance, serotonin. And Lance went to the firefighters in their shadows.
Ice Space Serotonin.
Just type Lance.
Oh yeah.
Lance.
just
Lancelot Kane, who's that? I don't care about them.
No,
There's no
not
one here
that.
named Lance Serotonin.
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. It didn't happen. I tried, but it didn't.
What? All right.
I tried to heist them from the firefighter shadows. I spent over 3 million coins and it didn't work.
3 million. Wow. What a heist. It didn't work. They'll remain in the firefighters' shadow. Great. Thank you, Rod. If please bring us home. What's one of the either one or a couple
now I
of
have
your
to choose
favorite?
between two.
All right,
one's
we'll
gonna
do
be
both.
talking
We'll do
to
both. We'll do both.
All right, Jesus Coach.
Couch.
Yes.
Yeah. Koch. I don't know. I'm a former New Yorker, so I don't think of him as Koch. But yeah, good luck trying to find it because the accent over the
It's
E.
the super Roman.
Yeah, right there. Stop right there.
I found it.
Okay, so but the problem is you have to go to the character now. You have to go to the player sheet because you're not going to see it here. There's a lot of theory about what super Roman fifth base would be because it's going to go to your team's best runner. And why would you give yourself fifth base? Why would you give your player super Roman? So we don't know. Well, now we know just how it combines. There's your super Roman, and this player will roam at the end of each week and each season.
Whoa.
Remember, a week in Blaseball is 9 days.
So at the end of every game 9, there's a chance that Jesus will be moving. Also, if you move over to the item real quickly there.
Whoa, Infinite. What is this?
That would
Cannot
be
be
your
dropped.
legendary item. It is unbreakable and unlimited durability. If you click on it, I think you'll see there you go.
Whoa, I didn't know that was the thing.
Thank you so much for making me have to figure out how to put infinity into my database.
Just do a big number.
Yeah, this is going to be a 999 scenario.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yes. And on another mathematical basis, one's a little more economy scenario. We go to
Paula Turnip. Paula Turnip.
Can anybody else?
The Tigers didn't really want the pressure of being important to the economy, so they got rid of trying to get a super idol. So she doesn't pay double anymore. She's now a crazy team. She'll pay 5 times instead. 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
We're going
it's
to
the
re-roll
stock
that
market.
again.
It's
the
be
stock market.
25. Yeah, whoops.
Turnips.
So
Yeah,
a reminder,
Oh, I
when
got it.
baseball does return, both Paula Turnip and Don Mitchell, the 2 players who a lot of the batting and economy anyway, were based on, are actually currently both elsewhere.
That is true.
Yeah, but
Thankfully.
only
All right.
some of the shenanigans. But again, I'm going to more than assume that Dr. J covered it very well for all of you out there.
Yeah.
We're going to try to re-roll.
Yeah. Also, we're getting feedback. Oh, now it's gone.
Are we?
Okay. No, it's good. We're good. Yeah.
Wait, why
so-
am I suddenly in Boston?
Oh, welcome to Boston. Let's
Wait,
go
why
to
am
the
I
garden.
suddenly in Unlimited LA?
Oh no, you've been traded.
What's happening?
The feedback.
Oh, good bits. Connie point. Share it how you want. Also, Rod, you get one because you're just adorable. Everyone gets a Connie point. Anyways,
Now
well,
I get it.
great. Anyways, well, we will wrap it up here. Thank you, IfBiff, for the excellent data and commentary. Kat, thank you as well. Rod, thank you. Tell Kermit, thank you. Let's do a quick round of plugs because these three people are so entertaining. They do more than just come onto the program and kick butt. They also have great ways where you can interact with them and consume their media and support them financially or making their numbers go up. Either way is always appreciated. We will start with Rod. We will go to IfBiff and then Kat.
Okay, cool. I'm on Twitter a bunch where you can see my horrible takes about game design and writing.
Wow, really selling yourself up. You're great.
Thank you. My
Love
Twitter
you,
is
Rod.
this one. I'm going to put it in chat alongside everything else. Okay, there it is. I'm also on Twitch at the Commander Rod, like this. Aha! And I'm a professional voice actor. I have a Patreon where you can, any tier you get a free commission every month. No matter what it is you want, I will do it. And yeah. So Joe, I already owe Joe a few, so I need to record some stuff for him, but he never requests anything, so I don't know what to do.
I'm a shy badger. I don't want to impose on anyone.
I'm gonna send you a bunch of stuff.
There you go.
So yeah, Twitch. I'm after this. I'm gonna be streaming some stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming, but I will.
Oh, do you want me to raid you?
Stream. No, thank you. It's okay. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me when you do, but not this time.
Sounds good.
But and yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate you all. Biff. If Biff, answer your phone. Answer your phone, if Biff.
That's your inside joke, folks. Not going to explain it.
Exactly.
All right.
So,
well, Kermit and Rod, thank you so much for being here on this Blaseball Sunday. You are a delight as always. Thank you. Mwah, right back at you.
I love you all.
Where can people find your cool stuff, your data crimes and whatnot?
Well, thank you, Joey. First of all, as I always tell you, it's an honor and a pleasure. Chat, let's make sure we also, before anything else, not to forget, thank Joey for being a cornerstone of BNN and in baseball in general. Oh, he's so embarrassed he's gone. But send that love to Joey, which I always will try to do. You can find me usually in Cyber chat in Discord, where I am Gizmo, aka IfBiff. On Twitter, where I try to put out many of the stats and charts and interesting and weird and wonderful facts you get from baseball. Please follow me there. That's where you get the type of stuff. That is at BiffIf, because Twitter reasons. Other than that, you'll usually find me hanging around Joey's chat, giving him stats whether he wants them or not.
Well, again, we always appreciate you there. You add an extra dimension, and we always appreciate your support. So thank you for being a very important part of this community.
Thank you.
And finally, Boss Cat. I mean, you can just look around and you'll find you anywhere.
Hi, you can find me by existing on a Blaseball Discord or Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me. You can follow me personally on Twitter at CatSlats. I have all the links ready, Joey.
Oh,
so
of course you do.
don't have to worry about it. You can follow me personally at CatSlats. You can follow Blaseball News, which is mostly me, at Blaseball News. You can also read everything that Blaseball News puts out at blaseball.news.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can support me because I am fully funded by fans like you.
Oh.
So you can support me at ko-fi.com/catslats. Thank you.
Did you know technology has progressed so far that you can show your love by giving either follows and intention or money to people?
I like
Physical
money. Money is more helpful for rent, I will say. But I am just always anything, even just likes and retweets is honestly just I love what the community is giving back. This community does so much. There's so much there's such a wealth of knowledge here, and I just
talent.
want to. There's of knowledge and talent, and I basically what I'm trying to do is to make sure everyone can read and listen to and see everything that people are doing. Also, my sister's in chat, so everyone say hi, Alexa.
Hi, Alexa.
Hi, Alexa.
Yes, as always, thank you for helping us read. But again, that's why we do it. That's why I do it, is because the chat and the community is so amazing. Being able to serve them and to celebrate them.
Everybody.
That's my reason.
There's BNN.
There's BNN.
Hi.
It's right here.
I am BNN.
Hi, BNN. Hi, Bean Boss.
I am Bean Boss.
All right. Well, thank you all for being on. I'll bring us home. You can follow us on the Twitter machine over at twitter.com/the Sports Hub, where we will repost everything Blaseball News Network posts, as we always do. Thank you for that, Kat, and the rest of Bean. Also, I post my dumb thoughts and wild speculations. You can follow us here on the Sports Hub on Twitter. We are Twitch. We are 3 follows away from hitting 2,100 followers. So, oh boy, my heart's filled with all of your support. Thank you for being allowing us to do what we do. So, thank you so much. It means honestly a lot to me, so thank you. And we will be taking siesta, except for our usual Tuesday night show, Blittle League. That will still be happening, so tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. You do not have to have seen the other episodes. I recommend the other episodes if you're bored during siesta, and my goal is to get them actually onto podcast form, but they're all on YouTube because we all act and we flesh out this world where to explore, which is the universe of Blaseball, where we follow a group of 10-year-olds solving crimes and mysteries and protecting the world from horrors, and also feeling feelings and growing up.
Joey, I think I heard something about some sort of special guest, perhaps.
Oh, thanks for me bringing that up, Biff. Yeah,
My
this
pleasure.
Tuesday, we have a special guest star actor coming in. Marissa will not be here, but we have an actor come in to play the 4th character. You might know her as Keeper Bees in the main chord. And they also co-created the Apocalypse engine, which is the 2d6 system that Blaseball runs off of.
Really?
Yes, really.
I didn't actually know that.
Created the Apocalypse
the Powered by the Apocalypse?
Powered by the Apocalypse. Yeah, I know. I'm starstruck.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she helped create the Apocalypse engine, which powers Monster of the Week, which is our format, which runs Blittle League. So yeah, that's so cool. I'm so excited. I'm nerding out. I'm losing all my cool.
I did a cyberpunk Powered by the Apocalypse game that I'm blanking on the name of. I was a hacker, obviously.
Oh, of course, that just makes sense.
Named
Street hacker or
Konako.
That's awesome.
Good name.
Yeah, basically.
So
like a renegade hacker thing. It was very cool.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway,
a great system, powered by the Apocalypse, so cool. Check out Blittle League episode 1. Like most live plays, they're like, oh yeah, the Adventure Zone gets good like episode 20. Ours is a good episode 1, so check it out. You won't be disappointed. But Kat, thank you for being here. Biff, thank you for being here. Rod and Kermit, thank you for being here. Chat, thank you so much for being here. We're here at the end of every season, so thank you again, and thank you Blaseball News Network for hosting us and not canceling the show or finding a different host.
After this one,
well, I guess technically I'm the boss now, so no one can really stop me.
Nope. That's correct. And another special extra thank you to Dan Hahn, who's always behind the scenes helping all the streamers out. So Dan, thank you so much for everything that you do. Supreme Lord Ender,
literally behind the scenes.
Literally behind the
this
scenes.
One.
Yeah. If only
everything.
Dan could run in and give a thumbs up, that would be the best end to the stream as possible.
But we don't know where he is.
We don't know where he is. Yeah. How wonderful that would be. But I guess we're going to have to end the stream now. There it is!
Yay!
Just in time, chat again. Thank you so much. We'll be around on Tuesday. Like the Terminator, that thumb slowly going off screen. Thank you so much. Check out Blue League. Check out Rod. Check out If. Check out Cat all around the interwebs. Take care of yourself. And there is a good kitty. Hello, Conan. A great way to end. All right.
It was a great
We
way
gotta
to
go.
Now it's more of a
Pay no attention. Pay no attention to the cat behind the curtain.
All right. Bye, everyone.